Presidency should dialogue with Nnamdi Kanu, Asari Dokubo, Uwazurike, other agitators, says Ohaneze Youth. The Ohaneze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide, OYC, has called for dialogue between the presidency and the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. OYC said dialogue between the presidency, IPOB, and other agitators was a good way of commemorating this year's Biafra Day. The call was made in a statement jointly signed by Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, OYC President General, Comrade Obinna Achionyi, OYC Deputy National President General, and Mazi Oku Nnabuike, OYC Secretary General. In the statement sent to Daily Post, OYC commended IPOB and other Biafra agitators for their non-violent way of exposing the pains of the Southeast. The body also urged ex-warlord Asari Dokubo, Biafra agitators like Nnamdi Kanu, Ralph Uwazurike, Uchenna Madu, and Ben Onwuka to be patient and collaborate with the government. According to OYC, we describe the self-determination and non-violent actions of all Biafran agitators, especially the IPOB, as the world's largest movements of Africa, to demonstrate the grievances and passionate aggression towards addressing the perceived persecutions of a certain of Nigeria by internal oppressors in a country where human and natural resources are abundantly used unjustly against the goose that lay the golden eggs, and are denied fundamental rights and privileges, especially as witnessed in the sharing of federal government COVID-19 palliative care during the coronavirus pandemic, where North was used to allegedly siphon the money meant for all. OYC urged the central government that there is urgent need for the total healing of past wounds and distrust that had lingered 50 years after the Biafra war ended. There is no functional solution for peace except for dialogue, and each party drawn up conditions and reached terms for peace. The reported influx of armed jurists to the south has changed the mood of the country, and there should be need for the presidency to dialogue with all agitators, including Oduduwa warlords, Niger Delta Avengers, and Biafran agitators, wherein the President of Ghana and ECOWAS to moderate this inevitable dialogue to avert possible collapse of Nigeria. We call on all Biafran agitators, especially IPOB, to be peaceful and law-abiding and ensure a change of direction and strategy and end the ferocious struggle through allegations and abuses. We appreciate their legitimate role to exploit all peaceful and non-violent activities to expose the pains of Old Eastern Region. Nnamdi Kanu, Asari Dokubo, Ralph Uwazurike, Uchenna Madu, and Ben Onwuka should be patient and peaceful as the collaborative process will make the sun to rise in the east. Okay? OYC is calling for dialogue. And one good thing I am seeing here, the truth of the matter is that they are not saying what these people are calling for, or the reason why they are not happy, or they are calling for what they are calling for to have a country. They are not saying those things are not true. They themselves are even still confirming all of those things. Why the goose that's laying the golden head is being denied. This issue of palliatives recently just happened. Is that only? That's not the only thing. Again, you can see most of the projects, most of the things that the government will want to do, they always separate the so-called Southeast, and many things like that. I'm just trying to even add to what they have said, but they themselves, they know quite all right that what has been going on, that is not the way things are supposed to go. You cannot be having such a thing at the end of the day, continue with that kind of a thing. It does not work that way. You know, a lot of people might want to see this call by OYC or Ohaneze Ndigbo as a way of trying to get a 2023 presidency so that everything will be resolved. But I don't know. They have done their part by calling for peace, and I'm not sure whether the IPOB, especially the one Nnamdi Kanu is leading, you know that Wazurike, he might want to, but at least with this Nnamdi Kanu, I've seen what I've seen with Nnamdi Kanu. I don't think they are ready to reverse. It's like they have really gone far. They've gone far, 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 far. And also the government is not even ready. Because if the government was ready, they would have called for dialogue before prescribing them in the first place, because that was not the best thing to have done, because they are not taking people's lives. When you talk about people, that word T that they used to prescribe them, you know that the people must have taken a lot of lives. They must have destroyed a lot of things. But in this case, nothing. But see, Mietiala or Esme, they call themselves. Now they have changed that. They've refined it to be bandits. You can imagine such a thing. Those ones are doing it on a daily basis, and Buhari is looking at the other side. He could not do that. These people, I could remember when Nnamdi Kanu was in Nigeria, when he was moving, when the movement was so hot before he was arrested and put in jail. You could see even after he came back, when they released him on bail, you could see the crowd. Even with the crowd, they were just stationed in their area. They were not moving from places to places. So I see no reason why somebody will not say you are tagging them, you are prescribing them, giving them T name. What kind of a thing is that? They were in their own zone, doing their own thing. They were just there. They were not even disturbing. They are not even harming their own people. They were just there. They were just releasing statements. That's it. That was what they were doing. They were not leaving their region. Or did they leave their region? Did anybody say they leave their region and began to make life uncomfortable for other regions? No, that was not the case. So, in my opinion, from what I've seen, I don't think Nnamdi and his people, they are even ready to reverse back, and even the government that OYC or Aneze youth, the government they are calling, is not even ready to do all those things, because they just want the status quo to continue. What do they want to agree on? What did they want to agree on? I think, in my opinion, what would have even happened, where to start from, maybe restructuring. Not maybe restructuring, and even the restructuring that is even minor. They don't even want it. Restructuring does not mean, separation. And if people say they want to have their own country, is it a taboo? Or was there any agreement that, it has been sealed and nothing can happen? I don't know if it is in the constitution that if such thing happens, it cannot be reversed back. I don't know. Because when you say you want to have your own country, I don't know why it's now a criminal offense to do that. But in my opinion, I don't think these guys are ready, especially Nnamdi Kanu. I don't think he's ready to do a kind of dialogue. But when you talk about the Oduduwa Republic, of course, those ones are even talking about either of the two, whether they go with Oduduwa Republic, they have their own country, or let there be restructuring. That's it. But with these two things, the government is not ready. The government is not ready. And why is this issue of getting your own country, gaining ground the more, unlike before? Because the same man who could not handle the affairs of this country very well caused this whole thing. And you could see how it's playing out at the presidency, playing out in the Aso Rock. The woman is always coming out because he could not even put people together. You talk about a area of a federal character when as far as appointment is concerned. You see what happens. I can only work with people that I'm used to, and you want to tell us that that is how life rolls or things should go. It will not work that way. In my opinion, OYC, they've done their best. It's not left for the people involved, whether they are ready for that or not. Okay, I am disappointed by this call. I don't venture into other regions' internal arrangements, but this is national. This is national. The only discussion that is meaningful and worth of discuss is how to map out maps and boundary of different nations that will come out of the unholy alliance called Nigeria. Okay, Buhari nation is all, Biafra nation is all we want. Thank God. By Nigeria. Dialogue is a very good method of resolving issues. The question here should be, is the presidency prepared or disclosed to any meaningful dialogue? Let the British government, who had in the past been advised the previous rulers in Nigeria, be consulted, and maybe a start could be made. They probably advised the Nigerian government against Aburi Accord. Buhari will carry gun against them instead. Dialogue with them on what? What does Ohaneze really want? Biafra restructuring or dialogue? Back and forth and front will lead to nowhere. Please, for God's sake, nobody from the north should beg for Nigeria unity. The fuel that is deceiving them in the next 30 years, fuel will be nothing. But the north has abundant land for agriculture forever. I pray the south should join Biafra and see how two rams will drink in the same bucket at the same time. Nnamdi Kanu will never come for dialogue. The only dialogue he will understand is restoration of Biafra. That's all. That's what I said, my opinion. So guys, let us hear your opinion, what you think about what the OYC has said, or Nnamdi Ndigbo youth, that there should be dialogue, that the presidency should call for dialogue among these people or with these people. Leave your comments and let's have your take. Thank you.